Will I get to also know how many people are joining? Uh, Hello, everyone. This is Chanika Srivastav, and I'm a mental health professional and a practicing psychologist. So, uh, so first of all, wishing you all a very happy New Year. And as we know, the last year has given us so many things to you can say like things to uh, see about ourselves, about this world, and it has changed our perspective to see our world because of this pandemic. I wish you all a very happy new this year, 2021. Okay, so as you all are knowing, for what I'm here today. So today we're gonna talk about like how this COVID, this coronavirus, and this phase, this pandemic, like has affected us and our lives and the whole world for sure. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about talk about this first thing, like about this whole pandemic thing. Okay, and then we talk about its effect. Okay, how it has affected us on our mental health and our emotional health, how it affected us. Okay, and then we will talk about the types of issues people from around the world has faced when it comes to mental health and emotional health. There are like various kinds of issue people have faced during this phase. And after that we will talk about a few, we'll talk about few skills and few tips, like how to overcome your daily issues if you are suffering from any kind of like mental and emotional health issue because of this corona phase. And in the end we will definitely talk about how to talk about if if we are facing something more than we can't like when we can't share with people around us what we are going through on emotional level, how we can reach out to help. Okay, so yeah, this is how we're going to talk about today. So again, would like to tell you about myself again. My name is Janika, and I'm a practicing psychologist and and I'm also a consultant psychologist on this one, like Medibri Docs app. So let's start about like how this coronavirus, how this COVID-19, the whole phase has affected us. Okay, so to understand it in a gist, we all need to understand that we were living with the mode of living our life, right? We were living our life in a very much like living mode. Okay, now when this pandemic came, sorry, so we suddenly shifted to a survival mode. We were not thinking about living our life. We all suddenly start thinking about is our like our survival, right? So this shift in our mental like perspective, um, this you can say like this sudden shift in our mental perspective from living mode to survival mode has a very big effect on our mental and emotional health. So we need to talk about it today. Why? Because we generally talk about our physical health, about if we are getting some kind of issue in our body, but we hesitate a lot when we talk about our emotions. Even we are even like very much scared to talk about, even if you are feeling some kind of fear, right? Even if you are getting a fear of this COVID-19 and about your, like so many thoughts are going on. What is the, like this kind of like what is this COVID-19? How the world is going to survive now? How I'm going to survive now? What are the other things? So when you're getting so many thoughts now, you like generally we get so many issues because of it. So we are going to talk about it today, to how to normalize it, how to how is it okay to feel this way, because we all are in the same boat today. Even being a psychologist, being a mental health professional, we do also fear when this started. Okay, but eventually we need to learn how to manage our emotions, how to manage our anxiety, and yeah, like how to like manage our emotional health. And if we are not able to, then how to seek a professional help. This is how we're gonna talk about. So while talking about this, would like to tell you few cases which I came across during my practice, and so that you guys will feel that okay, you are not the alone who are feeling the same. So the people has, they have felt like they have felt so much anxiety uh, when they suddenly got locked in their places. Okay, so I got a cases of the people who got stuck like away from their home. Okay, for a, of course for a like good time of 40-45 days, when the like complete lockdown was there. So that has taken a toll on their mental health very very badly. And the people got very very anxious and fearful. The whose known person has suffered from this COVID. And the and I have seen the cases of extreme like emotional issues and fear and imaginary illness and hypochondriasis of a people whose family members has suffered from COVID. Apart from this, even I have seen the extreme fear in people. Even if they are having a small coughing issue, they are getting panic attacks that oh my god, I think I'm suffering from COVID, or like this virus has attacked me. So I know the people are very 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 much fearful. So apart from this, a very very major part was work from home. When this like whole perspective of work shifted towards from office to home, so people has found that it is very difficult for them to balance a work life thing. So I got a cases who are people are getting so much emotional issues because they are working like anything in their home, but still they can't like talk to their like family members. They don't have time to sit with them, and their workload is so much, and they're not used to for this like work from home kind of environment. They're not going out. So that has also taken a very very huge toll on their emotional health. Apart from this, work from home, of course, like one major thing. Apart from this, the financial stability uh, was the like one of the very very major concern for everyone. Like how we gonna uh, survive after this pandemic. Like people have lost their jobs, people are like their salary got no like got cut. So why I'm telling you all these issues which you already knew from, of course, as we all have come through 2020. Why? Because we all are facing the same thing, but we all didn't know how to manage on emotional level these things. So when some kind of emergency arises, of course we'll fear, right? We'll get panic. But after that, getting a natural reaction of panic, we know we need to understand, okay, now this is the panic situation, now what to do, what is the solution. Here most of us got stuck. Here people are not able to understand that now we are locked in our homes, now what to do, right? Before they were trying to find out time, that they were not getting time for their own self with their family. But now when they have so much time in this lockdown, people really don't know exactly what to do. And people are suffering from so many issues. For example, no people are suffering from anxiety. Now what anxiety is, when you get you can define it as when you start feeling restless, suddenly, and you get suddenly overthinking comes up in your head. And like so much fearful negative thoughts are there, your head is full of them. Major issue everyone faced during this phase is the uh, issue of sleeplessness and loneliness. People have faced this feeling of loneliness. They have found that, because of the social distancing, the kind of isolation, the kind of loneliness they have felt, they did not know how to deal with that, right? And of course, work life balance. And when and one of the major part was that didn't people generally don't know how to, you can say, how to be when you are mentally unstimulated for hours. Because when we are locked down completely, in fact now also, when we don't have much thing, like much to do, we don't know what to do with that, with that empty brain, empty mind, right? There's so many things comes up, and there we didn't know how to manage it. So uh, uh, that is why we have to talk about, um, like, now we will talk about like some tips, um, that what in our hand, and how can we start managing ourselves, our emotions, and how to deal with whole situation. So uh, first thing, we need to understand that there are lots of things which we can't control. Okay, this is a very very important mindset. We need to accept it. Okay, this itself will reduce such a big like anxiety issues. It will help you to understand the situation as it is. So you need to understand that there are certain things which we can't control. This pandemic is one of them. Okay, we can't control the situation, we can't control this pandemic, we can't control other people, we can't control the situation. And when we can't control certain things, we need to understand what we can control, right? So this will help you to understand and deal with your emotional issues. So what we can control is, we have complete control on us, on our thought, on our life, right? But we can't control the our environment, situations, and of course the other people. So this is the major thing this pandemic has taught us, that yeah, certain things are not in our control. So what is the next thing we need to see is, now we will share some, yeah. So we need to talk about small tips to deal with the daily life anxiety. Okay. uh, I'm so sorry if you guys are getting some kind of voice and some constructions going on in and around. I tried my best so that you guys will not hear some disturbance, but even if it is there, um, uh, just bear with me. I'm so sorry for that. Yeah. So let's talk about the small tips in from which you can deal your daily anxieties with. Okay. So first thing, so the kind of cases I got, during my this like during my consultation throughout this pandemic situation, I have discovered one word for emotional health also. That is first aid. So I have discovered that, okay, we can give first aid to our emotional health also. Okay, and that first aid, when it comes to anxiety related with COVID, what you can do is, um, be be informed, but don't try to be over informed. You don't need to be gather information from everywhere. So the first aid to help yourself with anxiety in because of this COVID, you you should stop watching news every time, or every 2 hours, or every 6 hours. That is not necessarily needed, for sure. Why? Because you need to get updated. You know, you need to be get completely informed. Okay, so what you need to know is that what COVID exactly is, what kind of virus is it, and what are the main symptoms. Okay, so if you will be well informed about this COVID and its symptoms, you don't need to worry and watch the news every time. Because the more you are watching news, the more you are seeing that, like, okay, like there's so much raising death tolls and the numbers of deaths and everything. That is where the thoughts of fear are consuming your mind. That is here we need to really much take care of it, right? So this is what I call first aid. So first aid for our anxiety, which is we are facing because of this COVID, is stop watching news, stop gathering information uh, regarding like anything regarding this COVID, this like coronavirus, any news. You don't, like stop seeing forward messages on, on like WhatsApp. Stop seeing the videos and the forward on Facebook, on Instagram, on your like other social media profiles. So, if you will stop watching this, how will you be get informed, right? What you have to do is, firstly, you have to decide a proper timing to watch a news. Even 2 times a day news, and even a once, you can watch news once for half an hour or for an hour. Okay, but you don't need to switch on TV and see again. Okay, now let me see, how many like cases came in that city, how many cases came in our city and all. No. So what I did in the starting, when I got a fear of this COVID, when I, when me and my husband got locked down in our home, we used to watch news every time. Exactly, what is this corona? What is happening around the world? And you won't believe, this is how our mind functions, right? That even we got so much fearful thoughts. Oh my god, like, oh my god, you know like we are ordering groceries, we are getting a milk package, so maybe the virus will come from them, from no, from that. Why these fearful thoughts were there? Because we are watching news continuously to get to get updated, to get like we were thinking that no, we need to know exactly what is going on in the world. But believe me, after certain days, I found that I'm thinking about this thing every time. And I mean, like every time. Okay, that is in my mind. So then I realized that no, I need to stop watching news. I need to be updated. I need to be well informed. But I don't need to clutch my head with the news of the coronavirus and the death tolls for sure. So once you'll be informed, you know exactly what is it and how to get, like how to help yourself and how to prevent yourself from it, and what is going on around the world. That's it. We need to know whatever forwarded messages, whatever videos, things are coming on your social media. Avoid it. Don't read it. Uh, um, you know. Uh, so decide, like, every after 12 hours you can watch your news. Okay, for example, morning, once you get up and after like doing your stuff of the morning, you can watch your news and you can get updated what happened the whole night, right? And then stop the news and watch whatever you want to watch. Don't watch news at all. And before sleeping, you can go and watch a news that, okay, what happened the whole day? Is this something I need to know? Is this something I need to be get updated on? That's it. That is enough information your mind needs, just to get, like just to get updated from this, about the information about the whole scenario around you. That's it. You don't need to know everything that what is happening in all the cities around the world. No, you don't need to know. Okay, so that is I call first aid. This is the first aid. This is the first thing. You can stop your anxiety from triggering, from even exceeding, for even feeling anxious, right? Okay, after this thing, you need to realize that we all are in together in this. The coronavirus is not choosing a specific like kind of population. So we all are in this. You don't need to feel that, oh my God, what had happened to us? What will happen to my family? What will happen to me? No, we all are suffering. We all are in this situation together. Okay, so this thought will help you to understand. Okay, fine. We all are there. It's not like that. Okay, my family is going to affect or I'm going to affect from it. So these are the certain realizations which you sometimes you already knew, but you need to repeat it again to tell your mind and to accept it. Believe me, these are the small statements, but this will help you a lot. whatever the unnecessary negative thoughts were coming, because of this small acceptance, your thoughts will like just they will just go away like anything. Okay. Now we have to now we have to see next thing is uh, uh, again, I as I said that the perspective has changed for all of us, as because of this mass closure and shutdown, we got the feeling of loneliness suddenly, and after a few days we started thinking, okay, like there is nothing to do much, what to do if especially for the people who are not working from home. They are feeling an extreme feeling of loneliness and isolation. Okay, so for them, again, you need to shift your perspective. You need to see this whole thing as that, okay, now this is the time I need to discover my new skill set. Or because you can convert your fearful thoughts with the forward thought. What is this forward thought is, use this time as to think about, okay, so once this pandemic will over, what are the new ways to like for earnings, what I can do, something which can help me in earnings, because so many people have suffered, and like their business has suffered a lot, and their job, most people have lost their jobs, and they're not getting the proper salary and everything. So you can use this time when you are getting, when you are like nothing to do, and you are thinking about like so many things, like automatic thoughts are running, overthinking is happening. Then you can replace these thoughts from the forward thought of thinking about a future in a more constructive way, as in, once this pandemic will over, what I can do for my earning, what is the new way I can, from which I can make earnings. So once you replace those thoughts of like fearful thoughts from this like forward thought, it will of course help you, um, to like help you to with anxiety, whatever the fearful thoughts are creating in you. And you will start thinking in a more creative way, like, okay, once you will stimulate your mind to think about something, okay, let me think about the new earnings, about the new ideas in this pandemic. Your mind will start thinking in that way only. So this is how you need to stimulate your mind. You have to give a small spark to your mind, to your thoughts, to, okay, let me think what could be the new beginnings and new earnings after this pandemic. So you can shift your like overthinking thoughts into this. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about isolation thing. The people who have really suffered with this loneliness and isolation, there is one more thing you can do, and I think a lot of people have done also, in when there was a complete lockdown. You can find a new ways to connect with people. Okay, you can start doing a virtual socializing. You can just start a group, like a, a group live stream kind of sessions with your family and friends, right? So these are the small tips you can know which are in your hand, and you can do it. And you were not doing because because there's so much in anxious thoughts and so much negative thoughts were there in your mind. So I'm just trying to give you small tips so that you can just help yourself to go about it your whole day. So for the people who are working from home and they are really getting a toll on their emotional health, how about them? I mean, I have got so many cases who are complaining about the sudden change in their behavior, because they were working from home for 10 hours to 12 hours to 14 hours. They are in their home, they are with their family, still they're not getting time. In fact, it is affecting more badly when they are working from the office. So in that, there's a I used to tell people, uh, for the tips which they can do, which is in their hand, which is in their reach. What you can do, just try to have a structured day. Okay, structured day will help you out in managing little bit your family and your work life for sure. And just try to and whatever you can say value, and whatever time and attention you're giving to your work, when you're not getting up from your chair for 2 2 3 3 4 4 hours because there's so much work and you are doing it continuously, the kind of priority you're giving to your work, you need to start giving priority to your health, right? So you need to structure your day like that. You need to get up for every hour, even even for 5 minutes to 10 minutes, no matter you're working for 14 hours or 12 hours. This is a very very small tip, but this will help you like anything. You need to get up every hour. Every hour you need to get up. Just just walk around, see what your family members are doing. Just go and drink a glass of water. Don't uh, just go and have a tea. Just see. I know you know, most of you must be thinking that it is, this is what even I know, but we are not able to do because we are in the middle of something. We can't like just leave our laptop and leave our work. Here what you need to prioritize. Okay, if your health will suffer, if you will get anxiety tomorrow, will you be able to do that work again very effectively? No. So why you don't need to understand now and today itself that it's okay, you can get up for 5 minutes every hour, no matter your work is pending. For 5 minutes, suppose for 5 minutes, if you lost your internet, what will happen? That a situation not in your control, right? But because this thing is in control, that you can take a walk, you're not making it priority. You are making it like, no, like Stanika is saying very easily, you can get up every hour, but she doesn't know that it really disturbs us. We have to complete the work, and then only we can get up. Don't do that, really. The more you are giving priority to your work, that I need to finish it and then only I get up, you need to shift your perspective from this, from this thinking, that you need to give priority to your health, to your body, and to your, especially to your emotional health. Because in starting, people were trying to manage their work life, but after certain days, after 10 to 15 days, after 20 days, I'm start getting cases. People are saying that I am observing a sudden and a drastic change in my behavior. I'm getting aggressive. I'm shouting at my family members. I don't know why. I get 5 6 hours to sleep. I'm not able to sleep in that time. I need to log in on time. So those people who are not doing well, they are getting, like aggression. They are getting frustrated. They are getting irritated because their health is suffering. They're working for so many hours, there's so much work pressure, they are shouting at their family members. Still they are not understanding that these small changes in their daily life, in their daily work routine, will help them like anything. Because even we know that we know that like till how much time it is going to be like that, till how many days we need to work from home. So when we don't know exactly till when, then we need to start take this thing very very seriously, that we need to prioritize our health and emotional health both before our work. So tomorrow, if you're not able to do your work because you are like having sudden outbursts or something like that, then what will happen to your work? Again, you will suffer and your work will suffer. So I have a very very humble request to all of you. Please understand this thing, that emotional and mental health is equally important as your physical health. So yesterday only I was talking to one patient, and you know uh, he told me that he has like extreme anxiety issues. So I told him I have heard him completely, and I got what kind of issue he's facing. I got the whole issue. Then I suggested him to take one therapy. So he said, okay, ma'am, okay, therapy, okay, I'll see when to go for it. This is where I really feel bad being in this field. That if you will get fever now, if you will get some kind of sudden pain in your stomach, in your leg, or in your head, or somewhere, and if you're not able to get out of it, what you will do? You guys will run for doctor. You guys will rush to hospital like anything. Why? Because you need to work tomorrow, you can't work in fever, or you have a like sudden extreme pain in stomach or something, you need to You need to see a doctor, right? Why you guys don't give such a priority to your emotional health? That person has called me that because he's having an anxiety issues, but he was not ready. When I told him to take therapy, he's like, okay, I'll see, ma'am, it's okay, I'll see how to manage. I really felt bad, you know. I really felt bad that okay, this is how this is how we really don't know. We really don't have value. We really don't know because of this brain and mind our body is working properly, right? So now this is high time. This like this whole pandemic thing has taught us that we really need to prioritize our emotional and mental health for sure. So just like if you're working from home, if you're getting some kind of different issues, if you're observing some kind of changes in your body, in your mind, in your thoughts, and you're not able to sleep, or any changes which you're thinking it's not manageable for on your own, please go and seek professional help. We are there. Now there are so much online services for this, so you can go and seek help. You don't need to wait for it. Okay. So yeah, these are the small tips that you need to structure your day. You need to enter a small break in your work hours, no matter how important work you are doing. Once just the way you take medicine no on time, just like medicine, you need to take a break also when you are working for 12, 10, or 14 hours, like continuously. Okay, apart from this, take a small walk to your balcony, to your porch, your terrace if you have. Just go and take a sunlight exposure. Just go and uh, only for 5 minutes to go in sunlight, to go in fresh air will refresh your mood completely. Okay, so this is not so basically your emotional and mental health initially don't even ask for so much from you. So this is a small practices now we really need to inculcate in our daily life. We need to understand this now. So yeah, this is how it is. So apart from this, I'm going to tell you very small things which we all already know. Believe me, we all already know. But uh, but the issue is that someone needs to tell this again so that we can convince our mind to do that. So what I'm talking about is to include exercise in your daily life. Okay, for 10 minutes minimum. For 10 minutes, right? Like that is not a huge time. Even once you will just make a tea and sit with a cup of tea and watching TV, that itself takes 15 to 20 minutes of yours. So include exercise daily in your like daily schedule. Eating right, this is what the whole lockdown phase has taught us very nicely, because we were eating like anything, because and there was no physical labor, we are not moving around, we can't go out, and we were just eating. So now the importance of eating right is, we this is what we got to know. So eating right, exercise, and to take a little bit sunlight and fresh air daily, you have to include this in your daily life. Again, as I told you earlier, these are very small things. You guys already know, but again, I'm requesting you, and I'm just trying to convince you to make you understand that these small things have a huge impact on your health. So and as I said in the starting, that there are certain things which is not in our control, and there are certain things which are completely in our control. So which are completely in our control, at least do that, right? To help yourself. Okay, so and why? Because a good health keeps our mental health better. So yeah, we need to do that. So okay, now now a very main point has come up to talk about. If we are not able to manage our anxiety, if we are not able to understand exactly what we are going through, what kind of change, like whatever kind of changes coming in our mind, in our in my behavior, what is it? Even we don't know what is what anxiety is. So I'm going to talk about this part now. So mm, like we need to understand that if you are feeling issue of sleeplessness, if you are having a sudden feeling of restlessness, if your head is like full of um, you know unproductive thoughts, like there is no use of those thoughts but still they are there and you can't control it, they are like coming and they are like just in your brain like anything. Okay, so and you are seeing a sudden changes in your behavior, you're observing that you are having a poor appetite, you are having a starting having a temper issues, you are not able to sleep properly, and you're not able to move your body, like in a the way you used to. These are the very significant signs that it's a high time you need to seek a professional help. When I'm saying seeking a professional help for these things, because we generally don't give so much value to these small symptoms, but these are the symptoms when your mind is saying, that okay, something is not right, kindly help me in healing, kindly get me healed. So how your mind will tell that it is not well, giving you symptoms of anxiety, giving you issue in your sleeplessness, giving you like so many like behavior changes issue, your appetite will change. I mean, you can notice so many different symptoms, right? Every person has different symptoms, but when you're not able to figure out why this is happening, please go and seek professional help. As I quoted earlier, that for us, our physical health is so important that we'll rush to a doctor like anything, even if we are having a headache and it is not settling down even after having a medicine. For even a headache, we just go to a doctor, right? Because we are so aware of our physical health. But when it comes to our emotional health, our mental health, we just take it so lightly. We are like, no, it's fine. Maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe this is me who are very emotional. No, whatever issue you are facing, go and seek professional help. There, at least you really need to know what is going wrong, in your body, in your emotions, in your like mental, like when it comes to mental health, you you really need to know, you really need to understand how your emotions works, how your mind functions. Why is it that my behavior is changing without any significant reason I can find out? So you need to seek help to understand your own self, to understand how to manage your emotions also, right? uh, so yeah, this is what I was telling you all about. So one more thing I would like to quote here. So just because I'm comparing a physical health with the mental and emotional health, just to make you understand the importance of it. uh, so once you are having some kind of pain in your stomach, or like or like any other part of your body for that matter, what do you do and why do you go to a doctor? If you're going to a doctor, why do you going to a doctor? Why? Because this person has studied the whole body, its functioning, how it functions, and and like how to cure when it is not functioning well, when my body is in a disease state, how to they are the person who are professional, who know how to cure it, because they have studied the whole body, its function and everything. The same way we, as a mental health professional, we have studied about human behavior, about the mind, about its functioning, about emotion, about its functioning. So when you're having any kind of significant changes you are seeing on your emotional or mental scenario, please seek help. There are after this COVID, there are so much online portals had opened, that can help you to understand exactly what is going wrong, right? So the initial step is to at least just take one step ahead and seek help first. Okay, at least take a consultation, at least take a help to understand what is going wrong, right? So you need to understand this. So just like the doctors has studied the whole body, they know exactly how it functions, they are the best person who can help you with your health issues. The same way the mental health professionals has studied mind, they have studied human behavior. They are the, they are, they know how emotions function, so at least they can help you out before it's too late and you are getting too much anxiety and so many like issue of stress and depression and everything. So that's my very very humble request from all of you who are watching, that don't take it your emotional and mental health very very lightly, because this part, brain and your mind, they both are like helping your body to function normally. For one more example I want to quote, you get headaches when you are in this is a very very common this thing, when like whenever you get a stress, some people get headache. Okay, you're getting stress in your mind, then why are you getting headache in your in this like body, this like in this head? Why? Because this emotional health is of course like this, your emotional health is affecting your body. You need to understand that. Okay, so that is why we need to prioritize our mental and emotional health now. It's really really high time, and we need to see the just as the kind we feel important it's our physical health is. It's important for us to walk normally, to sleep normally, to do all the work normally, so that like, our body function normally. The same way you need to think about your emotional and mental health also, because if that get disturbs, gradually this body will get disturbed for sure. So yeah, this is all I wanted to tell you all, and would like to so yeah, this is what I wanted to tell you, like just. So I just request you who all are watching me, if you want to ask me anything regarding any issue you're facing on emotional and mental level, you can ask me here. I'm open now for the question sessions. So yeah, you can go ahead and ask me. Okay, and I'll like answer them all. Okay, so there's one question came up that I would like to know about the difference between the anxiety and depression. So okay, you can, if in a very normal language, if I'll tell you, anxiety is a initial step to, towards depression, you can say. So depression is a very very much a clinical term where where the prolonged stress or anxiety, uh, it like you can say that depression is something when you when like you like when you are not able to, when you don't feel like getting up from bed, when you feel extreme loneliness, we don't when you don't feel like going out, when there are like so many symptoms which are on an extreme level. Okay, um, that is when we say depression. And anxiety, uh, you can say like anxiety is something um, which can cause by a fearful thoughts, and you just get panic, and because of the prolonged fearful thoughts or some kind of like negative thoughts or fearful situation, you start getting feeling of restlessness, suddenly a palpitation, and you feel that your like heart is racing like anything. So these are symptoms of anxiety, and that is depression is more uh, for example, when you're saying that the person is in depression, that means that the issue is in like is like very much deep, and it is turned into a clinical problem. So, and anxiety is something that it is an initial step to depression, so you can still control and you can still manage that, okay. So and so that you will not enter into a depression. So I'm just telling you in a very very superficial way. Okay, now the next question is how to decrease stress. Okay, so how to decrease stress is, you need to know before like working. Okay, somebody has requested me to speak in Hindi. Okay, so स्ट्रेस को कैसे कम करना है? स्ट्रेस एक सिम्टम है, स्ट्रेस प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ठीक है, स्ट्रेस एक सिम्टम है, स्ट्रेस सिम्टम है कि हमें किसी चीज से परेशानी हो रही है, हम कुछ सोच रहे हैं, हमें कुछ चिंता है, हम किसी चीज को मतलब किसी किसी बात की वजह से हमें स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, राइट? किसी किसी समस्या की वजह से हमें स्ट्रेस हो रहा है। तो स्ट्रेस को डिक्रीज करने का जो फर्स्ट स्टेप है, यू नीड टू नो कि हमें स्ट्रेस हो किस वजह से रहा है। बिकॉज देर आर लाइक लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स जिससे हमें स्ट्रेस होता है, हमको सडनली ऐसी परेशानी होती है। तो हमको ये जानना है पहले, स्ट्रेस को डिक्रीज करने का पहला स्टेप यही है कि हमें ये जानना है कि हमें स्ट्रेस हो किस बात से रहा है, आखिर ऐसी क्या समस्या मतलब है हमारे साथ जिससे हमें स्ट्रेस हुआ है। सो गो टू अ रूट कॉज, अंडरस्टैंड एग्जैक्टली व्हाट इज कॉजिंग यू स्ट्रेस। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I'm just giving a very very small example. Suppose I need to go for a very very important, मुझे किसी बहुत ही important meeting में जाना है, और मेरी बहुत ही बड़ी important वो मीटिंग है, वहाँ मेरे पेशेंट है, मेरे क्लाइंट आ रहे हैं, और मैं जैसे रेडी हुई हूँ, मैं बस जा ही रही थी, तब तक बहुत तेज बारिश शुरू हो गई। ओके, एंड बारिश हो जा रही मुझे इवनिंग में निकलना है। सो मैं अभी से बहुत स्ट्रेस्ड आउट हो रही हूँ कि मुझे मुझे बहुत परेशानी हो रही है, आई एम जस्ट बिकमिंग रेस्टलेस, मुझे बहुत बेचैनी हो रही है, मतलब मुझे बहुत परेशानी हो रही है। मैं सोच रही हूँ अभी से मेरे दिमाग में कौन से थॉट्स आ गए हैं, सारे सारे फियरफुल थॉट्स हैं, सारे अजम्पशंस हैं कि अब मैं कैसे जाऊंगी, पेशेंट में से मैं कैसे मिलूंगी, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट मीटिंग थी, कैसे होगा। तो इफ आई एम अगर मैं कंटिन्यूअसली इन थॉट्स को अपने माइंड में जगह दे रही हूँ, इफ आई एम थिंकिंग, अगर मैं सिर्फ प्रॉब्लम के बारे में ही सोच रही हूँ, दैट विल कॉज स्ट्रेस, हमें उससे स्ट्रेस हो जाएगा। क्योंकि हमने जो सॉल्यूशन के बारे में हम सोच ही नहीं रहे हैं। तो अभी यहाँ पे है कि अब मैं यहाँ पे अपने स्ट्रेस को कम कैसे करूँ। आई नीड टू थिंक कि मुझे इतना चिंता या इतनी परेशानी क्यों हो रही है, क्योंकि मुझे शाम को मीटिंग में जाना है, और मुझे चिंता हो रही है कि अभी बाहर ऐसे हो गया, मैं कैसे मीटिंग में पहुंचूंगी। तो जब मुझे ये पता चला कि मुझे स्ट्रेस इस वजह से हो रहा है, जब मैंने ये जान लिया, तो मैंने क्या किया, मैंने अपने थॉट्स को सोल्यूशन की तरफ फोकस कराया। जो अभी तक फियरफुल थॉट्स आ रहे थे, जो जो मतलब पैनिक वाला थॉट्स आ रहे थे कि कैसे होगा कैसे होगा, वो मैंने थॉट्स को चेंज किया सोल्यूशन की तरफ, कि अभी तो बारिश हो रही है, अभी तो प्रॉब्लम हो गया है बाहर, अभी तो लग रहा है कि हम नहीं जा पाएंगे, नेक्स्ट क्या। तो अभी यहाँ पे स्ट्रेस को मैनेज करने के लिए क्या हुआ, हम रूट कॉज पे गए कि हमें स्ट्रेस हुआ किस वजह से, वहां पे उसका सोल्यूशन खोजने की कोशिश करी। सोल्यूशन मुझे खुद से मिल गया तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, नहीं मिला तो मैंने किसी की हेल्प ली, और हेल्प ली तो मुझे उस प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन मिल गया, और स्ट्रेस मेरा ऑलरेडी कम हो गया, खत्म हो गया। सो व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग, जब हम सिर्फ स्ट्रेस के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, तो वो किसी छोटी वजह से भी हो सकता है, किसी बड़ी वजह से भी हो सकता है। तो इवेंचुअली स्ट्रेस को कम करने का पहला तरीका यही है कि पहले हमें जानना है कि वो हो किस वजह से रहा है, उसके रूट कॉज तक पहुंचना है। और जब भी हमें प्रॉब्लम समझ में आ जाएगी, स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ इट। ओके, एंड देयर इज नॉट सच अ प्रॉब्लम इन दिस होल वर्ल्ड जिसका सॉल्यूशन नहीं हो। सो जब हमें सॉल्यूशन नहीं मिल रहा है, विल आस्क सम अदर पर्सन, विल आस्क सम लाइक फैमिली फ्रेंड से, जैसी प्रॉब्लम है उस हिसाब से उसको डील करते हैं। तो स्ट्रेस को डिक्रीज करने का जो रियलिस्टिक तरीका है वो यही है। अदरवाइज आई कैन टेल यू कि बहुत स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, बहुत परेशानी हो रही है, यू कैन डू एक्सरसाइज, यू कैन जस्ट डू डू लाइक माइंडफुल मेडिटेशन कर सकते हैं आप बहुत अच्छे ब्रीदिंग एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हैं। लेकिन ये सब अभी पहले सेकेंडरी है, पहले हमें ये जानना है कि हमें स्ट्रेस हुआ क्यों, राइट? क्योंकि कोई भी, अगर हमें पेट में भी दर्द हो रहा है तो उसके पीछे कोई रीजन है, पेट में कुछ तो गड़बड़ी हुई, दर्द हो रहा है। सिर्फ पेन किलर खाने से दर्द तो नहीं जाएगा, पेन किलर खा लेंगे दर्द जाएगा, वापस से दर्द आ जाएगा जैसे ही पेन किलर का असर खत्म होगा। क्यों दर्द आता है? क्योंकि प्रॉब्लम तो पेट की वहीं है, हमने उसे तो क्योर किया ही नहीं, उसे तो हमने जाना ही नहीं कि पेट में क्या परेशानी हो रही है, इससे दर्द उठ रहा है। तो सेम वे, इसीलिए ऐसे ही एंग्जाइटी और स्ट्रेस के साथ है। सबसे पहले जानो की कोशिश करो, एक्सप्लोर करो, खुद से सोच के देखो। बहुत बार ऐसा होता है हमें खुद पता नहीं होता है हमें किस चीज का स्ट्रेस हो रहा है। ट्राई, सिट एंड थिंक अबाउट, एंड यू विल गेट टू नो कि ओके, दिस द थिंग आई, ये प्रॉब्लम है, इसके बारे में सोच रही थी, मुझे स्ट्रेस हुआ। अब या तो प्रॉब्लम का सोल्यूशन मिलेगा, या तो या तो फिर हमें किसी की हेल्प लेके उसका सोल्यूशन निकाल लेंगे। सो दिस इज द मोस्ट रियलिस्टिक वे टू डिक्रीज योर स्ट्रेस। Shaking legs is a symptom of anxiety. It is a very very much symptom of anxiety. अगर हमें किसी से एंजाइटी है तो हमारे पैर शेक करने लगते हैं, हमारी कभी कभी हमें बॉडी से अंदर से फील होता है हमारी बॉडी शेक कर रही है, हमें बहुत स्वेटिंग होती है, ये सब. ओके, so this answer I would need to give in English. Okay, so shaking legs is a symptom of anxiety. Yes, it is a very much symptom of anxiety. uh, Shaking of legs and feeling, like sudden palpitation and shaking of hands and sweating in your palms. All these are the symptoms of anxiety. Yes, it is. So, anyone else who would like to ask me anything regarding, regarding anything about this COVID, this phase, how to overcome any issue? So, I'm here. You can ask me. uh, till the time I'm getting any other question. Okay, so I got one question here. Feeling of shaking and but not being able to see. Yeah, right. So as I told you, you feel like that your body is shaking from within. It is not physically shaking, but you are feeling from within that you are shaking. So this is very much symptom of anxiety only. So जब ऐसे हो रहा है ना, so try to of course, just drink a glass of water, sit down comfortably, take a deep breath, count your breathe, just start taking abdominal breathing, try abdominal breathing. Okay, and just try to calm down the symptoms of anxiety. And then again, as I said before, uh, as I said before, that you need to find out why you got this anxiety. So why you have got this kind of sudden attack of anxiety. Okay, so once you will find out the root cause, the problem will be solved forever. Okay, you don't, otherwise, if you will work on a superficial level, if you will control your anxiety with some pills or no, just avoiding it, it's okay. I know now I'm okay. Let's do my work just as normal before, as I was doing before, without curing your anxiety, then it will again trigger and again it will come. Okay, as I have given example of a stomach pain, I'm just comparing physical health with the emotional health. uh, you know like if you're getting some issue in your stomach, you're having a pain in your stomach, what will happen? You can avoid by doing something, some by taking some medicine, but if you have not reached to a root cause why it is paining, again it will come, right? So, yeah, what is the functions of dopamine? Okay, so I would request you to these. I think these are the questions. I think ideally should answered by a psychiatrist or a clinical psychologist. That will be better. And yeah, I would like to defer this question to to them. And if you have any question regarding your stress or anything, you can ask. So let's wait for a few more minutes. If I get some question, we'll take it. Otherwise, I would like to sum up till the time I'm getting some question. Okay, so before summing up, I got one question. Anxiety affects blood pressure, low and high, and if yes, how to manage that? Okay, so ideally, okay, so whenever you get an anxiety attack or when you're feeling like anxious, you feel that your heart is running like anything, and you feel that and you get a feeling that your like blood pressure getting up and down, but generally this doesn't happen. Your heart is racing, and this is happening because of anxiety. Once you will go to a doctor, this happen in most of the cases in the people who are having a racing heart and the palpitation and all because of anxiety, and they didn't realize it. They go to a doctor. Doctor did the ECG and they do a blood pressure. It always comes normal. So uh, generally this doesn't happen. It is just like heart is racing for few minutes because you're getting anxiety attack. And in case whenever you are having this kind of issue, try to have like a small packet of electrol just right away, because your heart is racing and you're feeling palpitation and you're feeling that your blood pressure either is high or low. So just go and just have a cup of coffee, a strong coffee, a strong tea, or have a like one packet of electrol water. This will help you to calm down, like right there. So how to overcome with a fear problem? Okay. So to overcome a fear problem, we need to know exactly what kind of fear you are feeling. What kind of fear is it, and then we need to work on our thoughts. What is fear? Fear is merely our thoughts. Our thoughts are coming that okay, this will happen, or I get scared of this thing. I don't know, and like I fear of darkness. I fear of COVID. I fear of my boss. So whatever it is in our thoughts. So we need to work on our thoughts for sure. But that you can do while taking a professional help. And so before working on your fear problem, we need to know what kind of fear is it, what kind of thoughts are they, and then we work on your thought, that okay, like your like complete thought process, and we help you to overcome your fear. uh, okay, reason of sensation behind headache while reading. Somebody has asked me that there is sensation uh, behind headache while reading. Okay, so for this kind of issue, I think you need to talk to a general physician, if because if you're getting headache while reading, it could be the because of your like it could be so many reasons, like you are reading for so long, or your eyesight issue or something like that. So while reading, if you're getting headache, you need to talk to a doctor for it, to find out the reason why this is happening. Okay. Next is how to deal with feeling of confinement and lack of social interaction brought about by COVID psychologically. Okay. Yeah. So I think because of this like mass shutdown and like mass lockdown completely, this thing has come up, right? So the so because of it, the lack of social interaction has come down suddenly to zero during the lockdown. So you are saying that how to deal with this feeling. As I have told you, um, when you have cut off because of any reason from the social interaction, and the reason is for your own good, because of this COVID. So you need to find a new creative ways to connect with the people, the family and friends around you. And thanks to the internet nowadays, thanks to the social media platform, you can connect with them there. So I mean, this is the only solution you can deal with the feeling of no lack of social interaction. uh, uh, right? So like because of this COVID, otherwise um, mm, yeah, so otherwise you will what I was saying is, I'm so sorry, I just got lost because of some noise. Yeah, so because of social interaction got down, uh, like all of a sudden, so you have to find a creative ways to connect with your loved ones. And this is how you can deal with the feeling of lack of social interaction. You don't need to worry about, oh my god, what will happen, I can't go out of the house, and you feel like what will happen next. No. uh, once you will once you will shift your fearful thoughts with the thoughts of solution, you will you will realize that okay, there are ways where you can, where you don't need to deal with this feeling, you can connect with your loved ones. So yeah. uh, okay, so any other question? Okay, so there are no more questions. So everyone, I hope I have helped you little bit somewhere in changing your perspective regarding this mental health and emotional health. And I hope I had make you understand that this is very 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 much important, because it is affecting your physical health as well. And in this COVID, this COVID phase has really taught us the importance of our emotional health. So I'm again requesting you all of you to please seek professional help whenever you are feeling the need. There are so many platforms available. Don't hesitate. And the good part is, like the confidentiality will be there, when we are dealing with some kind of emotional health. So you don't need to think about that, what other will say, people will say, whatever the kind of stigma we have in our mind, whatever kind of um, fear we have. Okay, so we have so many platforms. We have, of course, uh, uh, like this Medibuddy Doxa platform. You can connect with us. There are so many like professionals here, and we would love to help you. We would, we can give you more time on your consultations, as I have answered you here in a very with a very small segment. I can talk to you there. Okay, and in the end, yeah, so I'm so sorry for all the disturbance if you guys have faced anywhere. uh, and thank you, all of you. Take care of your health and stay safe, stay healthy.